Hi, my name is Marlo Donato Parmele. I have relapsing remitting multiple sclerosis, or MS as it is known. I'm doing a series of videos for people who are newly diagnosed with MS. First off, know that you're not alone. There's over 2 million people in the world who have multiple sclerosis. So you are one of many. So what is MS? MS is an autoimmune disease. So what does that mean? Well, basically, an autoimmune disease means that your body is attacking itself. And in multiple sclerosis, your central nervous system is what's being attacked. Your brain, your spinal cord, and your optic nerve is what makes up your central nervous system. The word sclerosis means scar, by the way. So basically, multiple sclerosis means multiple scars. But where are those scars? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to use a cord as an example of what would be your nerve. Now, your nerves stem from your brain. So imagine this is one of the many nerves coming out of my brain. Your nerves are protected by a layer called myelin. So I'm going to use kitchen roll as an example of what myelin might look like protecting your nerves. Myelin, which you might remember from 7th grade science about learning about lipids and proteins. Well, myelin is basically fatty material that's made of lipids and proteins. Anyway, it does protect your nerves. What happens in MS is that your body sees your protective myelin as an enemy, so it begins to take off little bits of that myelin sheath. So, as these little bits break off, they create scars, or scleroses. After time, you have multiple scars, or multiple scleroses. Now, how does this affect us? Well, as little messages, this little disc is going to be a message. As little messages are coming from your brain to, let's say, your hand to pick up a glass, they're traveling along. Normally, if this was a normal myelin sheath, it would just travel along, go to your hand, say, oh, pick up the glass. Great. But what happens when you have these scars? Well, the little message starts traveling along. I'm stuck. Oh. It has to take a little bit more time to get over that scar. So what ends up happening, for example, in this case, if you're picking up a glass, maybe you miss the glass, or your hand just does a spasm or something. It can do anything. This is the reason why. Now, which nerves get affected? Well, it can be any nerves, and that's the reason why people with multiple sclerosis have it so differently. If you think 2 million, maybe more than 2 million people have it, why does everyone not have it the same? Well, it depends where the actual scars are. So, for example, if you have scarring behind your eyes and your optic nerve, then it will be maybe your eyesight that goes off. If it's a different nerve, it could be affecting your legs. There's many different ways you can be affected. The symptoms of MS that I have been double vision. I've had optic neuritis. I've had trigeminal neuralgia. I've had numbness, tingling. I've had my toes that were completely numb, which I blamed Dolce & Gabbana, but no, it wasn't their pointy shoes, it was MS. I've had fatigue. I still have fatigue. That's a major one for people to have to deal with. Depression can be another one. Vertigo, just general loss of balance. Other symptoms that can occur in MS can affect the bladder, it can affect the bowels, it can affect your sexual function, it can affect your mood, it can make you depressed. There's many symptoms of MS. Everyone who has it is slightly different. The only thing I can say that we all have in common, that I can see, is that we all happen to be extremely good looking. So thank you for watching, and I hope you've learned something, and I will see you next time.